Good morning! Welcome to Natasha Makes. I'm Natasha, I'm making stuff today. In fact, I might make 2 things today, Gemma.
Oh, steady on, Tash.
Gemma's in the corner. Because I got a bit overexcited.
Did you?
Unusual, I know. But I did. I happened to be bimbling around the warehouse, as I do.
Having a bimble.
Having a bimble. I love a good bimble.
Yeah.
Don't you? Some of my most productive time is when I bimble quietly to myself. But I was bimbling and I came across some leftover. Where have they gone? So I came across them and now I've lost them.
What's this for Tilda? Oh, those.
These! Oh. Yes. Some of these. Now, I don't know. I think you guys had these in your advents. Did we put them in? I think we did, didn't we?
Last year? Don't even know anymore.
I don't know
my own name.
And I know that we've had these in different lengths, but these are 13 inches. So if you've got one of these or any size lace zip, do you want to see them? Because they're really cute.
Love lace zip.
Lace zips, here we go. And these are not like other zips to sew in, so I'm going to show you how to do those today, which meant that I need a project for them. Now, we have got various projects on the website for a lace zip. We do. We've got the lace pouch. We've got 2 already up there, and a pencil case, and now a third will be going up today.
Because we've got the flat lace zip pouch.
Yep.
We've got the pyramid lace zip pouch, which is my favourite one. Have you got one there and there?
Because
I have one with my quilt clips in. It's my most.
Yeah, mine's got my quilt clips in.
Oh, we'll see.
But not here.
Find it, and if not, I'll show you guys tomorrow. I'll bring mine in. We've got the the makeup case. Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then your new one.
Yep.
Amazings.
So we've got all of these things, and then today, I whipped up this. Got our tin behind it so that it stands up. I'm giving away all the secrets, aren't I? But this is just a nice little project pouch, because Jane and I were having a chat about how you can never find things in the bottom of your
Nope.
Gemma's just eye rolled at me because she knows exactly. But you see, then I will know what is in there.
Yes. Also, Tash.
And it's roomy.
Applique, when you've got all your little bits cut out,
and
they go wandering off everywhere, and you're like, where did that little nose go, or where did that pair of eyes go?
Well, do you know what? We're going to need this for next week. Because there's some applique next week. Applique. Happening next week. And do you know what else?
What else?
And it was only that someone had put these zips right next to the Liberty Star fabric. And I was like, well, that's rather fabulous. That has to go together. So if yesterday you bought the denim with the Liberty Star, pop yourself in a zip and you're good to go. I've used H8650. In your bundle you will have plain fabric so you can make your own binding, but obviously I decided to do that at 9 o'clock this morning, so there wasn't quite time to make my own binding, so I used a pre-made binding. But we will make one of these today so that you can see how to do it. Grab yourself some sewable plastic if you've never used it before. You are going to need, absolutely going to need some of our quilters wash away tape.
Yes.
The end. Do not try and use sewable plastic. Without it, you will cry and regret it.
Yes.
That's my statement for the day.
Because it'll go wherever it wants.
Because you see, I've basted in my zip with it.
Lovely.
Yeah. So it's perfect. So we're going to make that. But also today, we are going to make this. Because I have, look, all the scissors in all the world. But, yeah, you know, we've made little pouches and things to keep them in. But not for the big ones, necessarily. So we're going to make, actually these are on offer today. These are our hemline gold 20 centimetre or 8 inch zips. That should have been in there, but obviously I stole it and it's now mine. But we do have these. These have got £5 off today.
£5.
5 whole new English pounds off. So that you can pop your little scissors in there. Wouldn't that make a nice gift?
Really would.
It really would, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And again, we have got lots and lots of fabrics for you to play with to make such a thing as this. And I'm going to show you, that's why I've got my paper here, how to draft that pattern from scratch.
Oh, shush.
you know, from scratch, because, you know,
scratch though.
all of these are not going to fit in that. It's made exclusively for that. And it's really easy. I'm going to show you how. Hurrah.
Very good.
I know,
well,
right? I've been busy.
Action-packed.
I know. So I need to, like, shut up and crack on and get on, right?
Shut up and crack up and get on.
Shut up and crack up and
Shall we
get
say
on.
hello to everybody first?
Yeah, let's do that. That would be much
Lizzie's
nicer.
Here.
Morning, Auntie Lizzie.
Good morning, all. What a lovely day to be curled up in the warm. Because it's really cold out there.
-5 this morning when I came in. Minus blinking 5.
The same here. Really cold.
I apparently have an app.
Oh.
I don't have it yet. But apparently there is an app that I can get. It all got a bit woo-wah for me. I didn't really understand.
A bit woo-wah?
Yeah. Which means that from the comfort of my bed, I can heat my car up. I can tell my car to heat itself.
Amazing. Oh my God, that's incredible.
But obviously I would have had to have read the instructions in order to, so I don't actually know how that works at all. But the geeky guy that dropped my car off for me a year, well, I mean, I've had it for a year now. The geeky guy that dropped it off a year ago did tell me, you can do this. Yeah, you might be able to, love, but that involves...
Is this a job for me? Have I got to, you know...
Do you want to geek all over that for me?
I've got to work wife all over this, haven't I?
Could you work wife all over it?
Okay, I will. I'll look
Thanks,
it up.
darling. Love you. Right.
Oh, yesterday, Brenda's on YouTube and she says, morning gang.
Morning!
Yesterday you demoed the multi-use purse/wallet. Is there a demo where you made the sewing one? I've ordered the pattern, but I like a visual. There's 3 options of yesterday's
There are 3 options. Do you know what I will do? And you can't say fairer than this. We have ordered more of the purse tops. And they should be here. Did you bring yours in, Gemma? Are they loaded?
They're not loaded. I haven't had a chance to have a look at what I've got yet. I think mine are ever slightly different as well, insofar as they don't have the beveling detail and they've got little screws. So this might be an explainy job.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
The screws ones.
Because the pattern uses the screw ones. So Gemma's got a variation on that. We'll have a look. We'll see if we can load those. If you want the ones that I have used, I ordered more yesterday. They will be in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And so here's this is my promise to you. When they come in, well, Gemma's just admiring what she's bought. Had you not opened that? Had you been one of those people that bought lots of crafty stuff and didn't open it?
I kept them in the wrapper because I didn't want them to get damaged in the interim. I'm just taking one out of the packet so that you can show what I am kerfuffling about.
Oh, we love kerfuffle.
But yeah, they've got little screws.
So in that case, what you need is one of my magical pens. They're great.
Ooh, oh my! I had this earlier. Sorry, I'm electric today. I did this to myself earlier. I know. What have
you been doing? Just like running up and down a nylon carpet? What's the matter with you?
Rubbing myself along balloons.
Wow. Is that what you've been doing?
I don't know. In my sleep, maybe. In my sleep, possibly.
Wow. So, I don't know what to say now. You've kind of knocked me off my game. Right, so this is Gemma's option, and you've got little screws there, but there's not the bevelly detail, like she says. This has got a plastic thing on so it doesn't get scratched, by the way. And then instead of sewing them in, you simply screw them in with a tiddly tiny screwdriver. Yes. I am going to get some of those tiddly tiny screwdrivers in because I have them everywhere and I love them.
Okay.
I love them. Also, if you have small children, you also need one of these in your life, or one everywhere. So I've got one in here, I've got them all over the place, because at some point the battery will run out. Possibly if you accidentally left it on all night because it's been driving you mad all day and you hope that you can get away with the, oh sorry, I don't have the right screwdriver, and then they go, but mummy, you've got that one. Yeah. Case in point is a very annoying unicorn that waggles its butt and has a hair. Drives me insane. If
only your friend had bought her an enormous non-musical, non-singing, non-talking, non-waggling unicorn that she might be more obsessed with.
You mean the one that is strapped into the front of my car?
The 5-foot unicorn.
Yeah, great. Can't wait for that. I'm not meaning to sound ungrateful, but I'm
just what you want when you've moved into a flat.
Really ungrateful. Thanks, Jen.
We have lots of people with us today, Natasha.
Oh, come on then.
We have Julia and Jimmy and Pam.
Good morning, Julia, Jimmy and Pam.
Grace.
Morning.
The sun is shining and a bit nippy here in Cardiff.
Oh.
She needs some of these project bags. Yeah.
You do, you really do.
Absolutely. There is snow going on certain places as well. It's frosty in East Yorkshire, according to Claire.
There is a severe weather warning for me to get back to Cornwall, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah. We'll crack on. We will.
Do you know what else I'm going to have to do tomorrow?
Oh.
I'm going to have to hope there's not any ice on the road because I'm going to have to whip the lorry out and go and get some more hay. No, my life's all glamour, isn't it?
Oh.
So
people have got their eyes on these makes for presents as well.
Oh, do you know?
That's
Yeah,
all
and this
going
is
on.
the other thing is that actually I know they've got a star on them, the zips, but they're quite manly gifts too.
They're nice. And actually, for anyone who's ever had the fear of putting a zip in, this is different.
It is different.
And this is, I'd say, better.
The other thing is,
this was my first zipper.
oh, it's because it's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, rude. But
no.
I was still very proud of myself.
No, but it's great
Yeah,
because
it's
then it gives you
perfect.
that confidence. I didn't mean to belittle it.
No,
It's good that
no,
you did
I'm
it.
joking.
This also would fit Lego. Those little bits of Lego.
The ones that you find with your toes when you're half asleep. Nasty.
And also when Freddie made his wooden lion the other day, and he got part way through it and obviously wandered off to do something Minecrafty for a bit.
Got bored.
Yeah. And then I need to clear the table. I don't want his stuff everywhere.
No.
I've got my own stuff everywhere.
Yeah,
I want
well,
other
you have.
stuff everywhere. And Emily as well. She's always got all the glitter and stuff out everywhere. Just shove it in one of those, whack it in a drawer. Job done.
Job done.
Yeah.
Job done.
Now, go on
just
then.
very clearly, very, very important here. Sue's giving us a weather update also.
Sue.
She thought she lived too close to the sea for snow. Wrong. She's got snow.
Sue, where are you?
Sue Langford, where are you, Sue?
Sue Langford, where are you?
Yes.
Because we have hang on. Is it a Sue that lives near me and Lou?
I'm wondering. So this is why I'm asking.
Sue.
I'm wondering whether
Are you Sue and Lou?
Is Sue and Lou, Sue? Because if you are, Tash needs to
If
know.
you're Sue and Lou, Sue, then I need to know because otherwise my lorry's not coming out at all.
Well, this is my point. Wendy
It's not
says,
doing
very
that.
frosty here and I can see the snow on the mountains across the bay. Well, that sounds very idyllic and beautiful.
That's not going to be Cornwall. We ain't got mountains in Cornwall. No.
There are lovely blue skies in West Yorkshire, but it is freezing. But she's
Oh, no,
lovely
that's
and warm.
okay.
She's warm because she's ironing whilst watching us. I don't know
What's
what
that?
ironing is. I only that pressing. That's all I know.
It's a pressing matter.
seams.
It's a pressing matter, not an ironing thing.
Oh, and Chris Cresswell says I made 2
What a
infinity scarves yesterday.
Oh, awesome, because
So-
you had a time deadline.
So pleased with how simple they were to make up. Thank you both for your fab demo videos.
Hey, it's our absolute pleasure. Right.
Very good.
In other news today, we've never done this before, Gemma. We have not. However, the bags o' scrap are piling up.
Yeah.
If you have never had one of our scrap bags before,
We've had
They're
a
a
lot of
treat.
end of bolts, haven't we? Where we get
have.
the skiddly bits, and that's where a lot of our scrap comes from.
and also bits off the ends of projects or
Yes.
this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
So they are scrap bags. They will have all sorts of fabric. But here's the thing: we had a gorgeous email from this morning.
Nice.
And we've had a couple of these recently, actually, from you at home. Well, I mean, it might not be you, but you at
With
home.
me at home.
No, it wasn't
Oh,
you at
good,
home.
okay.
Saying, obviously, thank you very much to the team for everything that they do, but also loving the quality of the fabrics.
Aww.
And saying that actually they've bought kits from other places. Apparently, there are other places you can get stuff, I don't know. And that they're a bit skimpy, which gives them the fear when they make stuff. But we are always very generous because I've also had the fear and messed things up and had to redo. So we always give you way more than you need.
Seaton, near Lou. That's where Sue is. with
She
the
is Sue and
snow.
Lou.
She is.
She is Lou Sue.
Near Lou. Near Lou.
Near Lou Sue.
Seaton Sue near Lou. That's what she is. Yeah.
Right.
Just to be clear, there is snow.
Hang on. Sorry everybody, this is really boring for
Are we
anybody
talking
that isn't.
icing sugar dusting of snow? Pretty.
Or are we talking when I couldn't actually get out of my village because I live right in the bottom of a valley with quite a steep hill, and it wasn't that I couldn't get out exactly, it's that the cars in front of me were just sliding backwards down the hill with absolutely no control, and I'm like,
I don't really want one of those in my bumper.
Now, you see, I'm sorry, this is really boring, but I will get to the point in a minute. There is a farmer in our village that has the contract to ice the roads. And he has had this contract
Ice
for
the roads,
to
hang on. Grit the
grit
roads.
the
Yeah,
roads
yeah,
when
yeah,
it's
yeah.
icy, right? And he has had this contract for 14 years.
Oh.
He has never ever had to do it because it's never been cold enough in our village to have to do it.
Oh.
So on the days that we couldn't get out because all of the roads were so icy, everyone's ringing him up. Where are you? Where are you? Why aren't you
Gritting the road.
gritting the roads? Lanzarote!
Shut up.
He's in blinking Lanzarote!
Wow.
Yeah. Which meant that the whole village grounds were hot and couldn't get out because the one farmer in charge of gritting is in Lanzarote on holiday.
Where
He's
you
like,
all wish
don't
you
worry,
were instead.
I'll be back next week. He's like, yes.
And the snow will be gone.
Exactly.
Yes.
Anyway, so that can only happen in a very small village in Cornwall.
This is only a pretty dusting.
Okay, pretty dusting I can cope with as long as it's not on the road, then we're good to go. Right. Literally home after the show. Right. Anyway, as we were, I like to get weather updates so that I know. Oh no, Gemma's frowning now. No, okay. Anyway, scrap bags. If you've never had a scrap bag, we've never done this before either. These are 500 gram scrap bags. We are doing buy one get one free, which meant that SJ had to come up with a code.
Oh yeah. Yeah, which is fine unless you read it wrong.
Yeah, so it should be bog off.
Buy one get one free.
Yep.
Scrap.
Scrap. But when you actually string it together, what it actually reads is bog of scrap.
Yeah. Or bog off's crap. She's also not ideal.
Well done, SJ. We love that.
We love her. There's
So
always
these
a
are all
price
random.
code.
Iswiz loves to put these together. This is one of her favourite things to do. So you've got a bit of the glitter PU in there. You've got, oh crikey, that's Lewis and Irene from a very long time ago. You've got,
because there's like kits and things we've been trying to break up and bits out of your own.
there's
stash that
Moda.
we've binged.
There's, that looks like a William Morris.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
Oh,
more Moda.
Adidas
Oh, that
Sitar.
was lovely. We've run out of that.
Juice.
Juicy Juice, a bit of
Lisa.
yeah, bit of Moda, bit more Moda, couple bits of plain. That was another Adita, wasn't it? Another bit of plain, which goes actually quite nicely with that bit of Moda.
Yeah.
Bit of, I want to say
Liberty.
that was Liberty,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Liberty.
Bit of Liberty in there, more bits of plain, bit of Tilda. And then some little scrappy bits that you can do your binding, or for applique. That works really beautifully if you're doing little bits of applique.
Yeah.
You
And they're
can
all
just
different,
get,
these.
some people just do scrap bits out of just that
Yeah.
for people that applique.
Yeah.
So we try and give you a mix in there. And that is what you will get. But not today, because you would then get this one for free.
Yeah.
And this one, oh, you've got some
Batik.
batik. Yeah,
Ooh.
a couple of planes, some big pieces of that. Some of our glitter PU, bit cafe in there. Some of our Moda ombre wovens.
Ooh.
Bit more cafe. Oh, actually, that goes quite nicely with that mover. Quite nice one. Bit more glittery PU-y stuff. We've got some more planes in there. Who the heck was that? What was that one?
I can't see.
Oh, hang on. Oh, that's a
That's
Lewis and
Lewis and
Irene
Irene.
one. Yeah. So there's a Lewis and Irene one that actually works quite nicely with that one, which isn't Lewis and Irene. So you've got all sorts in there. Now, SJ said to me, do you want to limit this to just one per person? And I said, no, you know what? Fill your boots. So that is for today.
Fabulous, eh?
If you would like to have a little look out on Friday's deals, then I can tell you we've got some sneaky peeks for Friday deals, and there will be a similar but not the same deal because we do our long quarter scrap bags too. So there will be similar going on there on Fridays, but we've got to actually sort those out and count them. And SJ is going to kill me now for telling you all. Sauce! Right, other bargains today. Gemma, it is a well-known fact.
Yes.
Especially after we did the big Tilda quilt, that Tilda does beautiful, beautiful solid plains.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
And it is
divine.
also a well-known fact that we
Yes.
struggle with a lot of our plains, our Rose and Hubble plains, to match them to Tilda.
Tilda, it's the one that's
We can get really close.
tricky. Yeah.
We can get really close, and we do. And sometimes we hit it spot on, but sometimes it's just like, it's just not quite right. So what I've done today is gone through all of the Tilda that we've got left. We are running low. Because do you remember we bought in over 50 of the Tilda plains, and they've nearly all gone. We've got some of the lupin blue actually, which is gorgeous and my favourite blue. But so here what we've done.
Hang on, misinformation central, Natasha.
What?
Natasha.
What?
SJ's let us down.
What?
She was going to do the bog of scrap code, then realised it could be quite rude, so it's now an automated code. So if you put them in the basket, it automatically discounts one.
Oh,
No
come
code
on!
required. She's ruined all your fun. She is the fun
Last night it was bog of scrap.
No bog of scrap tonight. No bog of scrap today. She's taking it out. It's an automated thing. She did some computer wizardry and she spoiled all our fun.
Hang on. SJ never checks. She never reads back her codes.
I know. Well, she did on this one, and she's pulled rank, code-related rank, and she's made it so it's codeless. So you just chuck those in your basket; it will automatically do it for you.
Well, that makes
Just
life
to be
easier,
clear,
doesn't it?
everybody, in case anyone's getting confused.
I'm confused.
Oh, you're always confused.
Yeah. Now, so I went through this, and this is the bit that I do that I can do that I like, right? Because technology other people can deal with. Thank you very much. And that is colour.
Yes.
I like the coloury bit.
Yes, you do.
So we have got the Eden with the petrol. This is all we've got. So these are the ends of our planes. That's all we've got in petrol. That's it. But look, it's just that we do not have that colour, Gemma.
No.
We just don't. So these are fat quarters. These should have been £6.99. I've taken £1 off each pairing because I'm nice like that. So they're £5.99, aren't they, Gemma? La la la.
Well done, you. Yes.
Yeah. I've got 4 of those. Now, Eden grape, and I've put it with the cantaloupe. Ooh.
Very nice.
And again, I've only got 2 of those because these are the ends of various collections. Well, I've got a couple more of this though. This is your Eden blue with the blue sage. Oh, yes. Look at that.
Very nice.
These are pre-cut, by the way. So if you are ordering multiples, they will come already cut because, you know, we had to do that. So, well, we had to work out how much we had of the ends of stuff.
Exactly. And we can't stick them back together now.
No, but you can sew them back together, can't you?
Soz babes.
Soz babes. I've got 6 of these. The Friendly Gathering. Oh, this is the lupin blue. It's this blue, and it's my favourite blue. Oh, look, I am it today. I am lupine blue.
You are.
Lupin blue, lupine blue, lupins.
Blue.
Lupins. This is also with lupin. Because I like the lupin, and because she does it quite a lot with a lot of her patterns, I might have bought a couple of extra bolts, so we're quite all right for lupin. So that would have been how much we've got left of the berry tangle. And apparently only 6. That's just lovely, isn't it, together? Really pretty. If you're making for someone and you don't know their taste, this is a really nice, calm one, I feel. Oh, the peacock with the dusty rose. Gemma, how beautiful is that? With the grey and the dusty rose. And when you look at the peacock, look, we've picked out the pinks from her tail and the flowers. We had a moment where even Jane stopped and went, oh, that's nice.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Now, but how about the peacock? Oh, it's the red, isn't it? It's always this pinky red that we struggle with. And look, it's here. And it's now here, Gemma, as well. I've got 8 of these and it's gone. That is all the red I have. But, you see, if it were me, Gemma...
Yes.
I would be buying those because you've got the pinks and the reds across all of them. And it is a really pinky red. It's a beautiful red. Now, this one has been a tricky one. But we then found the sand. And actually, it really brings these flowers to life, doesn't it? And they have a name that I cannot remember, but they were... My mum had a lot of them in her garden.
I'm trying to see from here. Are those hydrangeas?
Yeah.
Are they hydrangeas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're normally either pink or purpley blue,
and it
depending on the soil. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got 3 in my garden.
Oh, it's like gardener's question time, isn't it, here? With our horticultural knowledge. And, but yeah, we had those for our wedding flowers. That's how we. Yeah,
nice.
We got all of our wedding flowers out of the garden. My garden and Mum's garden.
Nice.
I think my entire floral bill for our entire wedding was £65.
Nice.
Yeah. Now, duck nest. Now, they often call this thistle. They don't mean it's just a spelling mistake. They don't know what a thistle is in Korea where this is printed. It's thistle. And it's very beautiful. And it's exactly that purple around the duck nest. Duck nest. This is a really old Tilda print. And it's one of my favourites, so I keep getting it back in because I love it. Reminds me of my Aylesbury duck I had growing up.
Aww.
And look! And then I've only got 2 of these. But what about your duck nest peach and dusty teal?
Oh, there's a lot of heart eyes going across the screen for your beautiful, beautiful fabrics.
Well,
Natasha.
do you know what? For $5.99 for your fat quarter pairings, whip them in your basket,
Yeah.
check out. When they're gone, they
Love it.
are gone, peeps. Oh, now Gemma told me off for this one. So
now
I
this
just...
one is silly because the chambrays
The
worth more than
chambrays-
designer fabric.
They do cost more than the designer fabric, but I went, I really can't be bothered
It's not
to
even
try and
more
explain
than
that.
it's more than the solid. It's more than the designer fabric.
More than this
So,
one, the
yeah.
chambrays.
So that particular bundle is all levels of silly.
But only because I only had a metre left of it. So there wasn't any point in doing something different just for that
Well,
one.
the point is that bundle there should be £8.13.
$5.99. Anyway, yeah, I'd get that quite quickly if I were you.
Yeah.
Oh, now this one. This is what I made. I whacked the denim with this and it looked gorgeous. That's what I made my scissor pouch out of. Because then you open it up and you've got the
Lovely.
salmon on the inside, which is exactly those flowers there. And I did fussy cut my flower there. Not going to lie.
Well, I've got an... Ooh, are they on today's link? I'm assuming you mean these bundles. But yeah, all
Yeah.
the things you're seeing.
Yeah. All there.
today's
All
link.
there. Now this is the Apple Garden Rust with your Tilda Coral. Again, because we've struggled with this to find the colours. If you have a big stash of Tilda, you're going to have these kind of colours anyway, which is fabulous. But, just, yeah, get involved with that. I've only got 2, by the way, of that one. Oh, now My Neighbourhood in Teal. I put that with the soft teal, Gemma, because I just thought, isn't that beautiful?
Lovely.
To give that highlight and
Really
that contrast. And then I've only got 2 of the Apple Garden Fern with the pine. Look at that.
Do you know, so many of these, Tash, they would end up being a little teeny tiny dress in my book.
Well,
Little
they're
pillowcase
teeny tiny
dress.
dresses, or they just go into your stash, and then when you're EPPing all over the place and you want to just eke it out with some plains or just give your eye a little bit of a rest with a plain, then that's what you're going to do. This is your lavender pink here with your berry tangle in plum.
Beautiful.
Right? Yeah. And again, I've only got 2 of those left. Apple Garden Plum with lilac. Again, only 2 of those, but I've gone for the tree trunk colour there, which you can see picks up really rather nicely. Last one to show you is your Berry, Tangle Rust and Country Red. And I've got 2 of those. And that is that.
Lovely.
That's your lot,
Lovely.
peeps.
Didn't you do well, everybody?
Oh, thanks.
Sue's given further information for you, so I've got an image of it on my phone. You can have a look at.
Oh, thanks. Good. We've got to be safe.
Nice local weather information.
I don't think that's a problem at all. I had messages. Gemma, I left next to the computer that lace because I can't remember who it was. Someone messaged me, and I'm really sorry, but I've eaten and slept since. Someone sent me a message saying, "Were we going to get any more of that lace in?"
English lace trim by
Yeah.
the metre.
Yeah.
Bear
And
with, and
I
I
didn't think
wave it.
that we were going to. It went into some of the kits that we did with the Moda when we did the book, when we did the beautiful book coverings, and at the time I didn't think so, but I unearthed not a whole roll, but a partial roll. So if you were that person and you were watching, please can you email info@natashamakes.com so that we can make sure that you get hold of that. I might not remember names, Gemma, but I do remember fabrics.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do ask me for something, and it's around and about, but this was the lace that you were asking about. For those of you that are going, what? And I've just got, and there's not going to be 9 meters on there at all.
It was on the book cover show.
Yeah, it was on the. Yeah, so I was just saying it was on the book cover show.
Sauce, I missed that bit, babes.
There we go. So that's that. So if you wanted some more of that, please do let me know. I'm going to have to give someone the wonderful job of unravelling all of that and measuring it. Yay!
All the fun in the world.
I wonder who is going to love to do that. No one.
If I had a
Oh,
meter
Jem,
rule
that's
here,
got to
I could
go
have done
in my
that.
bag to go back with me, because otherwise Captain Small will be cross. What are we going to make now? It's down to
I
the
know,
making
it's
time.
Spoilt for choice now.
Gosh.
Spoilt for choice.
And also, which fabrics do I use?
Babes. Crikey bobs. What about the new... Or the new Liberty? Or are you going to use your bundles? Oh, I don't know.
I'm going to... Okay. So I'm going to...
Just wondering whether you need to Liberty yourself a matching scissor case. Although, did you do one? You did one.
No, I haven't done a matching scissor case. That's a very good idea.
You need to tell everyone you did your purse and you did your...
Oh, do you want to see?
Yeah.
If you
So
missed
yesterday,
yesterday's show...
Natasha's trying to get her life all coordinated. She did herself a purse and a key fob lanyard. And I just feel like you could have matching scissor case in your handbag as well. Be quite nice.
Look at this. So that's the lanyard that we made yesterday. And this is... Well, I'm going to have 2 wallets now, aren't I, basically?
Mm-hmm.
And I demoed this so that you could see how to do the zip, because I thought that was going to be the tricky bit. But I will demo the sewing case, which is this one, when the clips come in. Did I ever actually get around to saying that? Because I got distracted. I don't know if we did. We looked at it. But yeah, when they come in, I'll demo how to do this version of this.
Yeah.
And then you've got the 2.
Nice.
Because the other version is basically 2 sides like that. So you can work that out. That's no bother. God, I'll get there in the end, Jem.
No, that's all right.
And then yesterday I made it with the stars. This is one of my favourite, all-time favourite Liberty fabrics.
Nice.
I just love it. I need to do an infinity scarf with that.
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, well, we can sort that.
And that will be...
You know me, I love whipping up a good infinity scarf.
That will be my favourite. So
10
that's
minutes.
what we made yesterday. We will be revisiting those at some point. So, do I want the same but different, Jem? This is the tricky thing. I now don't know. So, what I think I might do is have a little play with some of the Liberty. I've got some here, actually. Because yesterday we did bundles
Yeah.
with Liberty and, in fact, they're here. Let me show you these.
Oh, and some denim.
I love Liberty and denim. I don't know what it is about me and Liberty and denim, but it's the thing I love.
It is.
Right, so we did that as a 1/2 metre heaven, which is a 1/2 metre of Liberty, which is the shooting stars, and a 1/2 metre of your blue. No, I didn't. That's your Liberty. That's your fat quarter trio. $9.99. Come on.
Good for good value there, right?
They're brilliant value. 3 fat quarters, 3/4 of a metre for $9.99, and one of them is Liberty. And also the denim is a super wide one because it's a dressmaking fabric. And then this is it in autumn. This is it in coral, and you've got your pheasants and whatnot. And I just think, especially with that paprika next to that denim there, I think that is lush. So let's make something out of one of these.
Brilliant. Excellent plan.
Are they still on the website from
I was gonna
yesterday?
say, am I knocking this off stock, Natasha?
No, because
Okay. All accounted for. Well, there's your bundles.
my bundles.
I see. I know what you're like.
My own personal stash.
Fine.
Right, let's start at the very beginning then, and go right. Pick a pair of scissors, any scissors. I tell you what though, Jem, if I'm not going to use the duck nest, you can add that one in because I'm not going to use that one then. Yeah,
Okay.
I might do later.
Right, so I won't add it back in.
I don't know. Hang fire.
Oh dear.
Right, which scissors?
I don't know.
Well,
this
because
is the thing.
this I made this one for the hemline gold ones. We've got £5 off these today. It's end of stock. When they're gone, they're gone.
I think
£5
different
off.
scissors so you can prove it can be done, because that's the whole
yeah.
point, is all scissors are different shapes,
Yeah,
sizes,
okay.
and Yeah.
So, okay, so let's have a look. So a lot of you have got these ones, right? The Inspira. Right.
The bent trimmer.
The bent trimmer. Absolutely. So let's have a look at this. So the very first thing you're going to want to do, get your rulers out. Rulers, get your rulers. If you've got a metal one, you know, just a normal ruler, then do. Mine's a bit bent, Gem, because I took a hammer to it yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah, not going to lie.
Oh.
Get yourself a nice piece of paper and draw to the sort of the right hand side and then sort of across the middle. Wow, I'm going to need my actual ruler for this, aren't I? And a pen that works. Gemma, I hate pens that are kept that don't work anymore. Can that please go in the bin? Right.
Did you just throw that pen?
Yeah, I did just throw that
Is that
pen.
your diva moment of the day?
No, it was, let's just put that in the bin and then I won't use it again
not a bin
today.
There, Gemma, because I'm going to throw it in the
There's
direction.
not a bin in here. I need a bin in here.
Do.
So there is, please make sure that they are perpendicular. I'm having a maths teacher moment. What does that mean? It means it's got a right angle there and there and there and there. It's perpendicular. Okay, and then you are going to place your scissors so that it sits comfortably within there.
Nice.
Not right up here. You don't want to be squashing anything in. It's like my jeans after Christmas. You don't want to be doing that. No, sirree, Bob. So that you have got, we're going to add a seam allowance. Don't get excited about that. Don't think, oh, I forgot to, no. Just have this so this will sit nice and snug in there with enough give. And then you're going to draw yourself a line. Now, what do we know about sewing, Gemma? We know that sewing to a point is a right old faff.
It is a bit of a faff.
And I'll show you why it doesn't work in this case. Because if you do sew right up to that point, when you fold this over, that happens. This was one of my first ones that I honestly, when I make these and I come up with a pattern or anything like that, there's generally a few samples that get ditched along the way. And that's fine. So what we will do here is, again, leaving a bit of space, bit of room for manoeuvre, bit of wiggle room. We're just going to straighten that bit off. Okay, so we're not going to worry about any of that. And that is the bottom of it, almost done. Now, you could have it so that it's come to a point there, but if you want to, just move your scissors down there and use that as your template to then just round off that bottom. So they're going to sit really nicely there. Okay. And then from this mark here, you are going to just have a little measure and just see. So that's about 3.5 inches down there. You don't want to make the fold over bit as high, because otherwise, if you make that exactly the same again, you're not going to get that lovely hint of fabric there. So don't go up 3.5, maybe just go up 2.5 or whatever feels right. Just mark that off, and then you're going to draw a line from there to there, and that's going to be your top bit. So we're starting to get a pattern going here, aren't we? Yeah. And then again, if you want to, flip your scissors and use the curve of your scissors. I kind of like that because that's starting to personalise it to these scissors to curve there. Now you're going to get one of your rulers, all right, and you're going to use your 1/4 inch, and you're going to start adding on a 1/4 inch seam allowance, right? Are you with me so far?
Yes.
Okay. And then round these corners, you can either use your scissors again, or you can just freehand it around the corner like that. And around the corner like that. And that is your pattern done. So get your paper scissors. Where are my paper scissors, Gemma? Oh, paper. There we go. Good. And cut out your pattern. I think this is really lovely. Say that you were going to gift the hemline gold scissors. You could buy the scissors today. You could make yourself a pouch and gift it.
Nice. I like to do this. You know, your original scissor keep, I've done that when I'm gifting more than one pair of scissors. But if you're just doing the one and you want a case that's enclosed, this is a lovely thing, isn't it?
Yeah, or also if you're off to workshops, because they're kind of opening up again now, aren't they? If you have spent...
Yeah, I tell you what else, if you're off to workshops, Tash, is the scissor fob.
Yeah.
Our Zappy Dot scissor fobs. I've tagged those in today's collection because there's nothing worse than when you go to a workshop and you've got the same scissors as somebody else and they think your scissors are their scissors.
Oh, no.
And you don't want to muddle them up because you know you keep yours sharp. So I have the little Zappy Dots scissor fob. Those are on a cracking deal.
But also...
they're in today's collection as well. Really nice little charm.
These were... Did we sell these out at £30? Should they have been more?
£30.
They should have been 30. They were £30, right? If I'm paying £30 for a pair of scissors, I'm going to keep them nice.
Yeah.
These are going to be my forever scissors.
Yeah. Yeah, so the little Zappy Dots, if you scroll down, you will find them. There's actually a few cheeky little needle nannies that match some of them as well.
Oh,
it's quite nice, yeah. We've got them on really good deals. I've made sure of that today.
Okay. I can move all of these scissors now out of the way. They were to prove a point. Oh, I do like to prove a point. There we go. Oh, and also, I don't know if any of you bought we only had a handful because I wanted to see how they went. You know the snaps bundles that we had on the Friday deal?
Oh,
at a ridiculous price? Well, I have a set. And if you've bought it, I've had a play with my set so I can show you how it works. Because otherwise, I bet you're going to get it and you're going to go, it's got too many parts, I don't understand how to use it and not use it. Don't have spent that money and not use it. I'm going to show you how.
Good plan.
All right. Got a busy show today. Crack on,
busy show.
Now, I'm going to work with this fabric. La, 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 la. So, this is going to be my lining fabric. Okay. So, if I want to, I might want to fussy cut this so that actually when it's opened up you see these pheasants, or maybe I want to do it so that that's going to be the pheasant that you see when you open it up. So I know it feels decadent to just have this as a lining fabric, but can and will. Just you try and stop me, Gemma. Just. And if you've used... Yeah, but if you are fussy cutting, if you're using a template plastic, which would have been far better right now, then that would also have been great. I am going to find... You know when I said to the girls, please could you find me a little bit of H640?
Oh, nice.
They found me quite a lot.
Yes.
Apparently.
That's fine. You only
So
wanted
good.
a dinky bit.
I did just want a dinky bit.
I remember being quite fearful of H640 when I first started with it, and I love it. So easy to use.
God, I love a bit of H640.
Oh.
Come on.
Love it a lot.
So, I'm going to pop that under there, adhere it onto there, make sure that when I do my cutting... Gemma, what did we do last night?
Oh, we watched Happy Valley.
We did.
And had a curry.
We did.
It's all right, isn't it?
Living the dream. Living the dream. Let me tell you.
Beautiful.
It was good. Did anybody else watch it?
Oh, I love that series. He's such a good villain.
Yeah, you see, yeah. Because he was quite good looking last series, wasn't he? And you kind of go, no, you can see why the ladies would look. And then he's such a wrong un.
He's such a wrong un.
Such a wrong un.
Such a wrong un.
Oh. Give me that over Love Island any day.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm not a big fan of Love Island. No. I just have a feeling that's all that's wrong with the youth of today. Oh, aren't I middle-aged? you know, wanting to just look nice and prance about a bit. Don't know that it's healthy, Gem.
No.
Is my humble opinion on the matter.
There's a lot of love for your template making.
Oh, there we go. And then you see you can just chop that out.
There's a lot of people are being impressed here.
What?
Saying very skillful demo. Love it.
Occasionally,
Yeah.
occasionally I'll whip one out of the bag for you.
Oh, Christine's asking if we're getting more of the straight purse frames back. Christine, you must have missed earlier
Oh,
on the
Christine,
show.
yes, we will be. I put an order in yesterday for a huge number more because they sold out so fast. So yes is the
We've
answer.
paid to express them, which means it'll probably be still a 3-week situation, but 2 to 3 weeks. But we'll hope.
It took a lot to source them.
Yes.
Actually, it did take quite a lot to source them.
Yes.
Right, so that is when this gets opened up. My little bird is going to be there.
Oh, lovely.
I'm loving this. Now the question is, do I do denim on the back, or do I do a denim pouch on the front?
I'm not going to get involved. This is your baby. I do, however, have a request for a future make.
Oh, right, yeah.
Leslie says, good morning, Natasha
Morning!
and Gemma. Would it be possible for you to do a workshop on a hanging ruler tidy, please? One that will fit the Stripology XL and then pockets for all the others.
Yeah, I can sort that.
You ask and she will ponder and work on it. And please do, you know, if you've got ideas of what you'd like, because that's such a common thing that you've got a vision of what you'd like.
We are here for you.
But you just don't
It's
have
as
to go
simple
about
as
it.
that.
Yeah, and Natasha will look, and if it's, you know, if it's something really niche, like, you know, something to fit something that only you have, then probs, it'll be a soz babe. But if it's something we think is, you know, viable, that lots of people will want.
We did, yeah. We had one lovely lady say, could you please show me how to do a cover for my car seat?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, because I don't know what your car is.
Yeah.
And the amount of our fabric that would be, nobody is going to buy,
No.
you know, meters and meters. I said, I'm making assumptions that nobody would. They might, but it was too precise to that one. Anyway,
There's
the
a lot
answer
of
was no.
shaping as well with that,
Yeah.
you know, and it's not like
Not
like
happening.
one shape is. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Actually, Gemma, you know the other thing that I thought would look really, really nice for these Tilda duos, because I've just got a whole load of the flex frames
yes.
back. The easy flex frames for your glasses. Oh, that's disappointing. Normally I pick up one of these samples and I've actually got a pair of my glasses in.
It's like a little lottery.
Yeah. That was the other thing I was going to make until I suddenly decided I was going to make that. Right. So, the reason that I'm pausing at this point is I want to talk about fabrics that have direction in terms of not print, but a right side and a wrong side. Now, if I'm going to use this as my background fabric, then that's going to be absolutely fine because it's the same colour both sides. But if you're going to use, say, the denim for the back, please be aware that it's going to go together like that, so that the denim is at the back there and that's at the front, which means that when you cut that out, please make sure you flip. Because look, that's your pattern as it is.
Yeah.
Please make sure that you set it out how it's going to have to end up being. Does this make sense?
Is this like when you're cutting out for a dress or a jacket and you end up doing 2 right arms?
It's exactly that. So you know that the denim is going to be facing out, your lining fabric is going to be facing in, and that is the way round you want your pattern.
Gotcha.
Now draw that on and cut it out, and that will then be the right way. So just think about that. If you're using a plain, happy days, doesn't matter, hooray, do whatever you want.
There's a song in there somewhere.
Probably, Gemma. We haven't sung this morning.
No.
What's going on?
And I'm now holding in Sunday, Monday, happy days.
You're not though, are you?
I'm really holding it in.
No, you're not.
It hurts.
I know. I can tell it hurts.
Such a great song.
Is that even a show that's on anymore?
Oh, I hope so. Somewhere.
Somewhere.
Now it's that awful moment where everyone's reaching for Wikipedia and,
Well, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I never shy away from... I mark, obviously, in like Sharpies and stuff for you to see. But actually, it's going to be on the end of your fabric. So really, don't panic about it because it's going to be sewn in. So if you do need to see, then use it.
It's a great song though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's a decent theme tune.
Was it 5:30 it was on, or 6 o'clock? Channel 4, was it? Can't remember. It's like so far back in my childhood.
If Henry Winkler's still around,
Who?
which was the guy who played the Fonz. Because that was still...
Did he do anything else other than... Did he do anything else?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah. He is 77.
Is he
and
really?
living in New York. Well, no, he was born in New York City. Where does he live? That's what I want to know. Oh, I love it. I love the nosiness that the internet allows us to have now.
Right. You're going to fold along that horizontal line. Okay. And this is now going to be your template for your front, sort of your front bit, your pocket, your whatever. Okay. The easiest way to do this is just to do that, fold your fabric over. If you are interfacing it, then HH650 is going to be your friend, I would say, at this point. If you're using something like denim, you might not want to use anything that much. What was that one? That was HH650, if you're wondering what that is.
Oh, yes.
Look at this. Oh, I love this stuff.
We love this stuff.
I do love this stuff. Is a double-sided fusible. And it's just... Oh, they're my paper scissors. No wonder it's not cutting it at all. This is why we need all the scissors in all the world. And at this point, you can just check that's going to fit. Dink, dink, dink. Yes, it jolly well will. Pop that under there like that and fuse it in place. What that does is then mean that I've just got less wobble. And I wish that less wobble in other areas of my life was so easy to achieve.
Don't we all, darling? Don't we all?
I did go a bit crazy over Christmas. It's all good. Okay, so fold there. Just think fold and fold.
Amazing.
And then Gemma. If you were me, I can't see. Where's my white thing? Where's my white? This is why I need all the stuff in all the world. Oh, can I just show you my pen? Did I show everyone my pen the other week?
I'm not sure, but you've shown me the pen.
I've shown you the pen. Right, if you're a stationary person, you'll get this. If you're not, you'll be like, meh, whatever. Look, this is a tungsten tip so that you can smash a window if you need to.
Oh, sure.
Safety first. No, seriously. Then you've got inches, you've got centimetres in your pen there. You've got a spirit level on there. This is one of my favourite pens in the world.
Amazing.
And then on the end, you've got a stylus dibbity bit. And then when you open it up,
I'm not sure you showed me the pen's full potential. Oh, yeah.
proper fountain pen. I love a proper fountain pen.
You are all about a proper fountain pen.
Yeah. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that with everyone because that I geeked out over that like big time. I got so excited by that. I'm so easily pleased. I got bought for Christmas Chanel perfume, and the person who bought it saw me, then had to lend me a penknife for something, and went, "You'd have been happier with a penknife, wouldn't you?"
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes and yes. Thanks. Not to be ungrateful.
That woman.
Yeah. Just buy me a pen. I'm really simple. I'm really simple.
Yeah.
I'm too much of a tomboy for all of this. Oh, hello.
Oh.
It's that same person that rang yesterday. They never rang again in the afternoon. And I don't know whose mobile it is. And they didn't leave a message. So I'm not ringing them back. Does anybody else do that? Can't possibly ring a number I do not know. What?
If they want to speak to me, they'll ring me later.
Or leave me a message so I know who they are.
Additional film and television roles.
Oh, there we go.
Okay,
Are you IMDbing all over the place there, Gemma?
He appeared in Heroes with Harrison Ford and Sally Field and was nominated for a Golden Globe Award for Best Actor.
Well done you.
Yeah. He later appeared in Carl Reiner's The One and Only in 1978 and Ron Howard's 1982 directorial debut Night Shift with Shelley Long before she appeared in Cheers and a then unknown Michael Keaton.
Ooh.
He was also nominated for a Golden Globe Award for Best Actor, Motion Picture Musical or Comedy for his work in Night Shift.
Perfect.
So, he did all right for himself, didn't he?
Good
and
man.
a load of other telly as well.
Just,
you know.
Great. Can we carry on? Yeah. Thank you, darling.
Yeah.
So, we have now got our pocket or front, whatever you want to call it. I never really know. Terminology, me, not great. But, fountain pens, happy days. I rather like that. You see, this is it, denim and what's it? It's rather beautiful. So we've got that all in place. We're going to start to build this up now. So this is our outer fabric. All right. We're going to put that on top. All right. Then we're going to pin it all.
Oh, he's done loads of stuff, Tash. He has, though. Spent 20
He
years
has, though.
directing and producing.
Oh, did he?
And he was in Scream, the film.
Was he?
Yeah, he was the foul-mouthed high school principal.
Crikey. There we go. Oh, I love a bit of useless
but
trivia.
I think they took it out because they were worried that it would distract from the film because he'd only be seen as the Fonz. Oh, he wasn't credited, but it was screened. Oh. There you go.
Wow.
He's been a busy old chap.
Yeah, hasn't he?
He's also in Little Nicky and Don't Mess with the Zohan and all sorts of other stuff. Clearly you need to up your Henry Winkler knowledge. Good
Not a sentence I thought I'd be hearing a day.
Not just the Fonz.
This is going to be my turning through gap.
Lovely.
I'm going to sew all the way around.
And she's going to remember. He works really hard for people with dyslexia as well, Ginny's just said. But I've just read that as well. His son was dyslexic and he also is dyslexic and he has therefore campaigned and worked really hard for them. And,
Oh.
So you definitely should know who he is.
Yeah, I really should. Soz Winkler. Take my time around that corner.
The pen is amaze balls, says Pam.
I know, right?
Sue wants one and Claire says it's not a pen, it's a magic wand.
Right.
It is really.
All of these. All of the above. I was really through. It just came up on my feed as something that I might want. And I'm like, yeah. Sometimes I get a bit creeped out when there are other suggestions made of things that you might want in your life. But actually, that I'd saluted that one. Right, so we've sewn all the way around. I've done it in a thread that obviously doesn't quite go, but gives you the best chance of actually seeing. So, what we're then going to do, just check that you have sewn in all those places. If you need to trim back your seam at the edge, then do. Also, if you want to get your pinking shears, because we've got all the scissors in all the world, Gemma, which is why we have to do this make in the first place.
Many, many times.
Yes, exactly that. Just either... There we go. Get your little pinking shears around that. It just means that your curve is going to be better. Or just notch it. Cut a few little notches in. If you haven't got pinking shears, why not? There we go. We're nearly done, Gem.
Amazing.
So, whilst you're kind of your generic ones, because we've done a few little scissor keeps and cases and things like that before. And we've done a really nice kind of triangular one where you can stick 3 different pairs in. And that's great. That's kind of for your generic ones. But if you're making for someone specifically or for yourself, this is a nice selfish make, Gem. If you've come out of December going, what do I make for myself? I've made everything for everybody else for Christmas, and now actually I'd quite like a nice little quick make for myself. Ta-da! This is it. You might not say ta-da, I don't know.
We need to have a conversation about the pens. There's much pen-related hysteria going on.
Do you need some? Also,
might.
if you need me to source some and get them for like we've got Father's Day, Valentine's Day, all those sorts of things.
Exactly.
Or if you just want them for yourself, then again, I salute you. I'm having to adult quite a lot these days.
We will do what we can. Vicky's only just joined, but she does say that she is seeing this make as a gift with snips and secateurs and a belt loop, or one of the carabiner, whatever it's called. What do you call them? Carbonara clip.
Carbonara clip
on the back.
Yes.
And you could put a carbonara clip on the back, clip it to your belt. Oh yes, we might have to do a variation on this. I think with a top clip, Tash.
Top clip.
Yeah.
Top tip, top clip.
Yeah. It's in my head. I'm doing it now in my head.
Give it a good old press. Now, you're turning through gap. Let's come to this side. Let's turn under on that straight and get one side straight. I think a lot of the time the error that people make with your turning through gap is trying to fold under both at once and press it. Now press the other side. Now that you've got one straight, now do the other one to match. And that you'll get a much better finish on that than trying to do it any other way. I promise. And how do I know that, Gemma?
Oh.
I've tried every other way.
Yes.
Yeah.
By making those their errors.
So now you are going to roll that seam. Top stitch all the way around. Okay. Easy make so far. Is everybody happy?
Yeah. Good. Diane's saying that her son brought one of those pens home from work and she snatched it away from him. It's the best pen ever.
I bet you did. They're blinking brilliant. Yes. Why wouldn't you?
Quite.
So when we are top stitching, and obviously, you might want to top stitch in a colour that actually goes with everything that you've used. You're going to top stitch about 1/8 of an inch. There we go. And we're done. At this point, it might be worthwhile just double checking that your scissors do actually fit, and yes they do. Hurrah.
Amazing.
Right. And then, oh look, I haven't quite caught that. If you haven't quite caught it where you've top stitched, do you know what I would do? I will whip stitch that later.
Yes.
Alright. For now though, do you know what I'm going to do? And I give you this as a top tip.
It's almost like this has happened to you before, Natasha.
Right.
Just once or twice.
Cut yourself a little bit of your quilters wash away tape. You know I said to you that by the end of the show you are going to have a piece of your quilters wash away tape. Yeah. This is for why. Pop that on there. Can you see? Sometimes it's easy just to take the sticky backing off. Pop it on there, because when you apply a heat to it, it gives a much stronger adhesion. There we go. And I'll just thingy stitch that in later. It's not the end of the world. Rather than unpicking, like if I was at home I would have unpicked that and just resewn it, but we ain't got time for that. But you see now it's just caught in. So we're going to turn that over, and at this point if you want to give that a little press on that corner, then do. And then we're going to put in, you can put in a cam snap, you can put in any kind of cap that you, snap that you like. Decide whereabouts you want it to be. So I might go about there.
Nice.
Now, if you've got cam snaps, we've done that before. If you were lucky enough to get, I think they've sold out, Jem. Could you just check for me?
Yeah.
Yours were green. The ones that we had were green. But these are the kits. I've added in the hammer myself, right?
So you always need a hammer.
What was I saying yesterday? Where is my little hammer?
You love a hammer.
I do love a hammer.
Yeah, they went. This was the metal snap bundle and toolkit.
They were a great price. And I made them a great price because I hadn't demoed them. I hadn't done anything with them. But if you are sitting at home with this kit going, what the heck do I do with it? You're going to do this with it. It's going to be absolutely fine. So what you've got are all the metal cam snaps. Not metal cam snaps, you know what I mean, under the sun. You need to have one of those and one of those, and they are going to fit together like so. Right? And then at the top here, you need a tall one and a short one. Can you see like that? Because the little one is going to fit over the top of the tall one, and that will then get pressed together. So we can now put all of those to one side. It comes with all of these little tools and bits and bobs, and that's fabulous. I love that a lot. Now you've also got various sizes here of these, and that might feel scary to some people. I totally get it. I totally get it. And do you know why, Gemma? Because I've also had another one of these kits, a different one from a different manufacturer, and I've never used any of them because I didn't get it. But you've got different sizes. It's only when it comes down to necessity I'm like, oh crikey, I want to show this on a show. I'd better learn how to do it. And in here what you'll find is that things pair up. They've got numbers on them and they will pair up. Because you have to have different tools to do top and bottom. Now in the past we've sold just one size kits. Go away. Everyone wants me this morning. Go away. So this has got an 831 written on it. So I want to match that with one that says, oh that's it, it's already in there, 831. So I know that those are the ones I'm going to be using today. But for the other size snaps, I know that I've got 655, so I'll match that. That's a 633. So those two go together. Those two go together. And then that is a 201. So you've got your different sizes for different clasps. You can just pair them up if you want, put them in little bags together. That would be a really good idea. Save you having to look every time. But these are the size that I want. How do I know they are the size that I want? Because this is going to be used to go in there to push this metal bit here into there. So if I put that in ready to go, I know that that has got to be pretty snug to get through into there to push that down. So I know that that's the right one. Also, let me just undo this. The other thing to bear in mind is that this end bit fits really snugly in there, and that will then be used to push that in. So if that fits in there, you know that that's the right adjustment for it, and then you're just going to match the number to the other half. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So then you're working with that pair and forget everything else. Let's put those away. We're not going to look at them. We don't need them. Okay. So this has got a little, so we've got all of these different size bases. Okay, we're going to put this top snap in first. So what I want to do is get that head bit there and have it so that it fits in really snugly It's the first one. Look, it's the first one I got, but that's going to sit in really snugly there. So that's going to be held firmly. Excuse me. So I pop that in there. Do that up tight. If you want any of these, please let me know. I can get them. They are not cheap. They're like over 20 quid a kit. But when you think that we did a similar one from Sally Tomato, it came in at over 100.
Exactly.
You know, it is actually very good value for money. So I know that that's going to go in there. So the head that I need for this is going to be the one that's going to squish it down. And that just screws in there. Okay. This is one of the smaller snaps. So the thing that makes the holes, I'm going to go for the smaller one. Okay. If you have got something to obviously protect your desk with, that's great. The reason that my metal ruler is bent is because I didn't. And I just whacked it straight onto my desk. Let's try that ODIF card, shall we? Hammer. There we go. That's given you your hole, which then means that you can pop that through there. And then have that other side there. We're going to nestle that, remember, in there like that. And I just think that with the denim, these snaps look really great. Give them a squeeze. And you kind of have to pull it out.
Yeah.
But that is that really firmly in there. So then you're going to just fold that over and go, right, so where do I need to put the coordinating one? Which is going to be there. Okay, so again, sort of did the job, didn't it? You can see why I ended up going in with a little bit of with my metal ruler, can't you? Yeah. Which is not ideal. I'm sure we can find something better. But in that moment in time, it's going to do the job. And you've got, if it hasn't gone through cleanly, you've got your pokey tool. Actually, it has, it's gone through brilliantly. Or if you need to weed anything out, you've got your weeding things. Tweezers, as they are often known, Gemalala. And then this goes in, the longer one goes through the bottom. Okay. And then that one sits on top. In order to fit those properly, we're going to switch over the head with the corresponding number on.
This is one of those tools that I just want to have a right good rummagey play with. There's so many options on this, isn't there?
There are, but sometimes that can be the daunting thing.
Yeah.
You know? And the thing
now
is...
you're showing everybody, it's turning the lights on. This is the thing.
Yeah. Now, this is going to be too big for that. Can you see that's going to rattle around? But if I put that in that one, it sits nice and snug.
So yesterday I said to you,
didn't I? You don't want any rattling around.
I wouldn't, if I'd just got this, you know.
Would you have used it?
I'd have got, no. I've got myself in a tiz and got confused. And this is why now, watching you,
want
I'm sat here going, oh yeah, I want to play with that. I want to work with that.
If you got one, get it out and use it. I just think that these snaps look great with denim. They're really robust as well. Okay. So if you're making bags or anything like that and you just want a nice... Because not everyone wants plastic. Someone said to me that I never use plastic snaps. I love the environment too much. I'm like, oh gosh. So then that is, there you go, that's the back of it there, the front of it there.
Lovely.
And that's a really professional looking job, isn't it?
Yeah, beautiful.
And you can then pop your scissors in. And away you go.
Lovely.
Demo number 1.
Love this.
What time is it? 11:15. Oh gosh. Gemma, it's 11:15. Have we got time to do the other one?
Oh, I know.
Or do we need to do that another day?
Well,
if you buy in advance, we can make along together.
That's true. Yeah, I think this needs to be next week.
Because I did have quite a lot of Tildery things to show you.
Yes.
But get it now, get it in advance, we'll make it together. Fat quarter of your sewable plastic, please, is what you're going to need.
Yep.
Some of this tape your wash away quilter's tape. You're definitely going to need that.
Some other ideas of what people would like you to make. So Vicky obviously wants a different rework on this for secateurs and snips that would have a belt loop and or
what on there?
You know, carbonara clip. Yeah, and it would need like a top. I think a top flap rather than a side flap, wouldn't it? So you could take your snips in and out.
Well, you'd do that, and you'd do it as a. You'd have it looping through the back, sewn across there. That's an easy thing to do.
Yeah. I think that'd be a really good make, so she'd like to see that. Someone else mentioned a garden kneeler. I quite fancy one of those.
Oh, a garden kneeler.
Right.
Why not? So these are all good Mother's Day makes.
Well, and also that'd be a great Father's Day make as well as Mother's Day, you know.
Yeah, and Valentine's if you've got an avid gardener in your world.
Lots of people saying this is a brilliant make. It's a great idea. You know, actually you could do a penknife version of this as well, couldn't you, using all the same technique you've mentioned?
Because you're making your own.
Yeah.
Because you're making your own template, you aren't limited.
No, exactly.
In any way, shape or form, and that's the really nice thing about it. You're not limiting yourself. So yeah, do that. Do grab that.
Lizzie says she rather likes the cut of your blouse, Natasha.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes. Do you know what, Auntie Lizzie? I can do it all the way up if I want to look like I'm in a straitjacket. I'm not sure that's the look that I'm going for today.
Linda says, lovely to spot the huge scissors and the wooden bobbins on the shelf
today.
We
love them.
Heart them.
We
heart
love them
very much.
We do love them. I haven't made a case for those ones though yet. I haven't, but I do love
like
them very, very much. Do you know what? You look after us, you viewers.
Claire Angelina says that she's a kindred spirit. She says, hold the perfume and the fancy shower gel kits, get me a toolkit.
Yeah, right. Exactly that. So let's just recap very, very quickly. If you want to make this next week, you will need some HH650, or if you just want to use any kind of wadding or Styleville fix, then that's fine. But what I would say is that you want to have it so that it is it's going to be stable both sides, adhesive both sides. If you want to use a Styleville fix and it's only got the adhesion on one side, can I give you a real top tip?
Oh, go on.
Get yourself some of the heat and bond.
Oh.
And then you've got yourself a double-sided fusible interfacing.
Oh, clever.
So whatever interfacing you've got, because I know for a fact that Visaline are stopping making the HH650, which makes me want to cry a lot.
It does, 'cause we use
like,
it so
what
much.
am I going to do? Well, what I'm going to do simply is get myself some of this bond. Is it heat and bond or bond and repair? And then actually I've got myself a double-sided fusible interfacing anywhere, anytime, because that is basically a mesh of glue.
Yes.
Okay, so that's my top tip for you. Get that.
Excellent.
Get yourself some of our fabulous sewable plastic.
Yeah, again, don't be afraid of that.
We're going to show you how to do it. And the nice thing about this make is that you don't really touch it with your, you don't because we've done the binding on it,
You've got
your foot sits on the binding.
Between your foot and your plastic.
But please make sure you get your washaway quilter's tape. Yeah. That is the biggie. I now have a gorgeous Liberty Dewberry Watset.
Liberty Dewberry Watset.
And you're going to be making this to whatever size you want. You can trim this zip down. You can make it A4 size, and you can get, we've still got, haven't we, some of the eyelets?
Yes.
You can put yourself some eyelets in there and have that in your folder.
Yeah.
As well. So all of these things are possible. We will make that next week, along with other fabulous makes. You've given me loads of ideas. Thank you very, very much indeed. And I'm really sorry I chatted too much when we ran out of time. I would have done that otherwise. It's not a long make, but there are just a few things that I need to teach you along the way.
Fabulous.
Thank you, everybody. We will see you tomorrow. I say we, by that I mean Gemma and Jane.
Yes.
They will be in. Jane is making this rather glorious creation. And then she said to me, shall I do another colourway, like in a cave?
Oh.
Yes. And yes. So we will have traditional.
Beautiful.
And then we will have cave.
Flamboyant. All the flamboyant.
What was that poster we saw? And you went, I nearly got that for you.
Can't remember.
And it says
several things.
So Gemma describes my furniture style as fabulous gay man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the poster said, looks gay, count me in.
Yes. Yeah. It is the biggest compliment I can pay you, because we all know that Fabulous Gay Man have the best interior design taste ever.
I know. I take absolutely no offence
and
at
colourful and outrageous and wonderful.
And I kind of love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Perfect.
On that happy note, I will see you guys next week. I'm going to go home and make all these things before I forget. Gosh. And we will see you here next week with me. Gemma and Jane are here tomorrow making that rather fabulous quilt.
We are.
And I'm going to see if Sue from Lou is right on the weather conditions going home. Thank you ever so much, everybody. Take care. Lots of love. Bye.
Bye.